Hi guys, this is Carrie and you're watching A Crone's Life. Hi guys, this is Carrie and you're watching A Crone's Life. Hi guys, this is Carrie and you're watching A Crone's Life. Hi guys, this is Carrie and you're watching A Crone's Life. Today, I am struggling with my setup. I'm sorry about this. I'm gonna fiddle with it the whole time because I know this because I've been fiddling with it the last 4 times I have recorded this video. Okay, today I want to do a video response to the hashtag standout decks. I have struggled with this one. I've got so many decks that I absolutely adore. So, I watched Robin's Reflections, and when she did standout decks, she made some rules for herself to help narrow down her choices. And one of her rules was that she would only pick decks that were released in 2023. And I thought, of all of her rules that she laid out, that one stuck out for me. That's a great idea. I went through my decks and I did a video, and I don't know how many decks I had, but they were still too many. So I said, okay, I'm gonna make more me rules. So my decks were released in 2023. They're from Kickstarter. There has to be something that stands out about them. And what was the 4th thing? Oh, and they can't have been featured in another video. The first deck I'm going to cover is the Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms. This deck, I have 2 copies because they had a printing error. The first printing was too dark, and so the creator came back and reprinted them, and for free sent us the second lighter copy, which turned out beautiful. I'll try to keep the glare at bay because, again, my setup is funky. These cards read beautifully and they are so unique in my collection. Very fantasy, kind of Lord of the Rings, also kind of Narnia. I think it's really important to see them sitting next to each other because when I was doing my spreads, that was what stood out to me, was this beautiful scene that was created from my spreads. See, that glare makes me crazy. I can't wait to get these on my altar and start using them through the week. And there's 2 extra cards in here. I'm pretty sure I have passed them already. One is the Phoenix, and I cannot recall the second one. But again, this is the Tarot of Sacred Kingdoms. Oh, and the artist is illustrations Florian Bernard. Okay. There we go. So, what I was trying to demonstrate is the difference between the light, this is the lighter card, and the darker card. And this is pretty okay lighting. It's just natural light from outside. You can tell that this is more in the shadow, and this is brightened up. That blue is really showing through. The colors pop a lot better on the light one. maybe you can see on this one, but you can't even really make out her facial features in the dark one. Oh, sorry. Try to hold them still. But I can see, you know, the pensive look on her face and how tranquil she is. I can also make out this plant down here at the bottom much better, where it doesn't look like it's dying so much as it does over here. This looks very wilty, and to me this is much perkier for the plant. Some others that are just obvious. So maybe it's just me, but when I first got this card and I was looking at this card, I didn't even really notice that this was a cat right here. Like, obviously I see this one, but this one, it kind of just blends in. And when I got the second card, I realized that's very cool. She has two cats. I can also make out the ornate dress she's wearing. It's just, the lighter to me was such a good idea. Whoever convinced the creator to go back and get the lighter printing done was a hero. They did great. Okay, let's see. This is the Emperor. And of course they're in the same position. The light one is on the right, the dark one is on the left. The moodiness of the darker one might make this one better, but I still very much like the colors and how they pop on the lighter one. So anyway, this is what I wanted to show you, was the difference in the printing. Okay, so that was my number 1 deck, my number 2 deck, and I should just make it sound like I'm doing these in some sort of order, but I'm not. This is just the next one on my stack. So number 2 is the tarot deck, the classic of Mountains and Seas. So this is a 6,000-year-old story, the Mountains and Seas, and I believe it was an epic poem, or anyway, I would love to get my hands on it. It just says it's a classic text compilation of mythic legends and beasts, existed since the 4th century. So I'm very excited. Anything that introduces legend and folklore and myth, I'm all about it. It's Chinese, by the way. Hand-drawn. No AI. I have to let you guys know that because I am prone to buy those, and I know people are particular. I also do not have glare on these cards, and that's very nice. I mean, it's a little, but it's not too bad. This is an extra card. Hope it focuses. Oh, this is an extra card as well. Okay, spending too much time on that one. But again, when these cards are laid out, the story that seems to unravel is so beautiful. It's another extra card. Transformation. Okay. And the artist is Carolyn Zing. That's Z-I-N-G. And she lives in Liverpool, Australia. So my third deck is the Bana Tarot. That's B-A-N-A. It's a Korean deck. These are plastic cards. I had the choice of getting paper, but they would have been shorter. These, which are longer, or the paper, but they were the Korean language, and they were very tall and the same width. And it's easy to read for me. It does not have a beautiful story laid out when I put a spread down, but this one does read really well with oracles, with different oracles that I have. Someday I would like to do perfect pairings like I've seen other tarot tubers do, and try that out with decks like this one, because it's just so fun. I mean, I don't use oracle and tarot together often, but I do really enjoy watching those videos. So I have nothing on the box. I will put the name of the artist down below. It might be a company, I could be wrong, it could be Mineo, but I'll check on that before I commit to it. I don't have my list in front of me. You'd think I would get this right. This is the 5th time I've videoed the same hashtag. So the artist's name is actually Bana, B-A-N-A, and they have a little workup about them. She likes to draw Korean stories because she wants her artwork to reflect a sense of identity. So, yes, beautiful artwork, beautiful deck. I even really like the plastic cards. I mean, I got to choose them, so yay. Okay, on to the 4th deck is the Habetrot. So, believe it or not, this one is also AI. It's much different from what you would expect. Designed in Switzerland, printed in Germany. This is the backs. Sorry, I just lost my mind for a second there. They look very collage. But this is AI generated. I really think this deck has some of the most beautiful spreads. The way the cards look next to each other, the way they talk to each other, it's lovely. And so many of these remind me of Ernest Hemingway. I'm so happy I backed this deck. I'm not sure what else there is to say about it. I believe okay, so she goes by the name Habetrot. It's her alter ego, and she chooses not to say her real name, which makes sense. Her passion for art, culture, literature, and music has seamlessly transferred into the realm of tarot. The century-old card game enables Habetrot to express her thoughts and emotions in an unconventional way, guiding her artistic journey down new paths. That was number 4. It is Claire Mack's The Rainshadow Tarot. Again, backed it on Kickstarter. It's magnificent. Look at the silver edging. Shimmery silver edging. So, I own the Illuminated Earth Oracle and fell in love with it. My husband got it for me for an anniversary present a 3 years ago, something, and yes, I used it all the time. And when I saw Claire Mack on Kickstarter getting ready to do this one, I could not resist. It was such a joy to help bring this to life. I have noticed that a lot of my Kickstarter decks can be found on Etsy. I'm not sure if it's people who backed it and didn't want to keep it, or if it's vendors who bought the bulk packages and they're just doing their job. But I have seen almost all of the Kickstarter decks on Etsy. So if you see something, you can try there first. Or try the artist's website first and then try Etsy. That's probably the safer thing to do. There's so many counterfeits out there. It's annoying. But this is a great deck. Okay, so number 6 tarot deck is Jupiter Power Tarot. This is Charlie Quintero. She's sixsadgirls.com. I'm pretty sure I have at least a version of all of her decks. And I cannot remember. I think I saw Moon Power first, and it was on my list on Etsy. but I don't think I knew it was the same artist as this when I saw this on Kickstarter. I sat debating on whether or not, oh, I did show you the green. I did show you the backs. Let's just make sure I did that. I'm not sure what I was thinking, but I put it on my saved list on Kickstarter, and I just kept thinking, will I use it? Will I use it? Will I use it? And finally it came down to it that this is a deck that is so different than everything else I have, even different than her other decks. This is just truly unique that I just felt like I had to have it. So went ahead and backed it, and once I realized that she's the same artist, I went and bought the Moon Power Tarot. Well, that was a tiny bit of a mistake because I ended up getting the holographic Moon Power. I don't prefer the holographic. So if anybody wants to trade, I would love to trade and get the regular images. And then I bought the Star Power. No, then I bought the... hold on. I do have the Star Power, and I have this one. Moon Power, Star Power, Jupiter Power. Is there another one? I feel like I'm forgetting one. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, I became a fangirl, and I just started buying everything of Charlie Quintero's. But I would like to trade out the Moon Power if anybody has that, or know someone who would like to trade that out. The holographic is beautiful, it just does not look great under lighting for videos. So this obviously looks fantastic, and I'm very happy with it. Very, very, very happy with it. Look at that chunky guidebook. Okay, that was number 6. We will move on to number 7, the Cards of Desire. This is a manifestation deck. Basically, they give you a spread to manifest your desires, and it's beautiful. This is a wonderful deck. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to use it, but I have done a few spreads that are just to give me some positive affirmations, because everything is positive in the deck. So we have intimacy, transformation. Now if you look these up in the booklet, they're going to have much more keywords. So this is the Phoenix, I think. Is that right? The Phoenix. And it's renewal and healing, hope, rebirth. So they have more keywords in the booklet, but they have one on here along with these hieroglyphs. I think they go this way. But you can use these to make your own sigil. So you can create your own spread. You can use them to make a sigil or several sigils. Or you can do like I did and just make your own affirmation. So positive mindset, capital, abundance, resourceful, persistent, accomplishment, wealth, aspiration, funds, gain, growth, excitement, calm. This is self-growth, divine support, declared intention, profit, manifestation, appreciated, voyage, awakening, enduring, open to receive, inner power, self-awareness, joy, love, pleasure, grounded, ownership, happiness, forgiving, attractive, clear vision, independent, comfort, fulfillment, decisive, recognition, driven, togetherness, reward, mastering, patient, optimistic, value, sustainability, resources, reunion, fearless, tranquility, prosperity, creative, and fortunate. I think they're beautiful. I think they're just gorgeous. The only thing that really changes about it being a circle, like if it lands whichever way up, is the moon phases. I'm not sure that, and maybe I can choose the card based on the moon phase, or place the card according to the moon phase, but yeah, actually that's a really good idea. I didn't think about it. I could probably incorporate these in my moon rituals. That'd be pretty neat. But the edges are a shimmery gold. These are the backs. And again, standout deck. I just love it. Let me see if I can find the artist's name. Created by Nicolette Todor. Toddor. So, it's pretty amazing. Like, I was about to lie to you. She has silver edges. I've not seen this before. And it's just that shimmery, the shimmery edging. I love shiny things. Okay. We are getting close to the end, guys. This is number 8. It is the Lonely Dreamer Tarot, third and final edition. I do have the second edition, but I just found that there were enough differences to warrant getting the last one. I just felt like this was going to be fantastic. And I usually know, oh yes, Witherspoon, Melissa Witherspoon, yeah, there it is the credited artist. Tishman is the one that wrote the guidebook, I believe. So, just to cover the guidebook while I'm talking about it, huge lettering, wonderful, easy read, plenty of insights. So, great guidebook, fits in the box. These are also very, like, plasticky cards. I don't know that they are plastic, probably not, but they have this lamination on the outside, and they're linen edition, so, or limited, oh gosh, what is wrong with my mouth? The linen cardstock, so they can be quite slippery. Not the worst that I've ever held. I'll show you the worst in a minute. But these are nice. They're easy to shuffle. I know I haven't shuffled any of my other decks in front of you, but this is kind of fun, so I thought I'd show you. Of course, there's the backs. She has several extra cards in here. I'm probably going to miss showing you each one because I don't always recognize it before I've laid it down, so keep your eyes out for them. I love how these look in a spread. I also like to use an oracle deck with them, sometimes just because of the way it looks. It's It is very fun. I like to pair this with a collage oracle. I have several, but most of them work with this one. I feel like the cards, the artwork is, there's a lot going on, but it's not busy, and that's unique in the in tarot. So I do enjoy that. I mean, it is kind of a collage. She has taken his different paintings and she puts things with them to create the imagery that she needed for the symbolism. So that's the Lonely Dreamer, and I only have 2 left. Exciting. Number 9 is my crush deck. I don't know the feelings that I got when I opened the box, but I love this deck so much. And it's not even that I haven't even done spreads with it yet. I just looked at every card. It just came in within this last week, and oh my gosh, I honestly, it's just so attractive. This is the guidebook. It's written like a notepad. They are the softest cards. They're so slippery. They're so beautiful. I mean, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I definitely feel like I have a crush on this deck. Look at this. Oh, jeez. And like I said, I have not done spreads with it yet, but I've touched and looked at and every card. They are amazing. I did not purchase her first deck, the Dream Visions Tarot, but when I saw this on Kickstarter, I did take a minute to think about it, and I came up with, I need it, so I had no idea it was going to be this fantastic, though. Oh, I haven't been showing you the difference in their sizes. So this one's a bit skinnier, but about the same length. It's very comfortable for my hands, along with the fact that it's easy to shuffle. It just, yeah, it's pleasurable. Color palette is amazing. Aren't they beautiful? Oh gosh, I can't wait to get started playing with them. I mean, I am playing with them. I'm just not doing spreads yet. I can't wait to get started doing spreads. Oh duh, I forgot to say her name too. Emma Zhang, Z-H-A-N-G. Okay, so now this is the last deck. Before I show it, I'm just going to show you that these 2 are honorable mentions because I have featured them in other videos, but I don't want to diminish how awesome these are. This is the Lillifer Tarot. It's the gold edition, and The gold may not make a difference really, but it just, the bling always makes me super excited. So that's Marion Constantin, and this is Organic Elements. Just beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous deck. But I've featured it before in one of my earlier videos, so I did not pull it out for this one. The last deck, the number 10 deck, is the Child Inside Tarot by Alice Smeets. This deck is huge to me. I'm positive there's bigger decks out there, but it's huge. But it reads beautifully. The children are so cute, expressive. The artwork is creative and adorable. I did not have high hopes about this one. I really think that I felt like I missed out on her first deck, and I cannot remember the name of it, but she has a deck out there that goes all the way back to, you know, I don't know, 2015 maybe. I'm not positive, but it seems like it's been around for ages, and I never bought it. I never pulled the trigger on it. So when I saw this on Kickstarter and I recognized her name, I just decided to go for it, but I didn't have real big expectations. When I received the deck, I was not super impressed by it. Like, I thought, wow, that's really cute. That's a cute little deck. But when I started using it in spreads, and when I started talking to the deck, it just impressed the fool out of me. I love it. I love how it communicates. And yes, everything is cute and wonderful, but the messages are straightforward and they can call you out. It's a very mature, immature deck. It's a very mature, childlike deck. And I love that. I love how it surprised me. Okay, that was my standout decks from 2023. The creator of this tag was Cosmic Creeper. I don't believe I ever saw their version of it, but I've watched many others. And let's see, what else did I want to say? I've been working on some crochet, but you know, it's a little weird right now, but it's going to be a tire cover for a Jeep. And I can't wait to show you other things once they get done, because I love showing off my crochet. Let's see. I wish I could pick a favorite out of all my standout decks, but I just can't, because the ones that I think I love the best, I haven't really worked with them that much, and the ones that I know that I love to work with, they're not as pretty as some of them. So I'm just evenly dispersing my love for these decks, and I hope you guys had fun. I hate to say like and subscribe, but you know what? Like and subscribe, guys. Come on. You know you want to. I will talk to you later. Have a great week.